Great. Now, when it comes to the types of Granger customers that would be interested in your products, who can benefit from your products?
So, and again, I love the approach, the segmented approach, because it really makes good sense to me. And the fact that they've broken it down into the categories that they have. And I've kind of listed a group of guys that fall into each of the categories that that they recognize as being their segments. So in manufacturing, again, you go into a manufacturing situation and there's a lot of opportunities for our products. You're going to have, on the manufacturing floor, there's going to be safety issues. There's going to be security issues. There's going to be announcements. There's going to be meetings. Everything's going to be part of that, as well as some of the manufacturing process itself runs through as the computers go through and they do part of the manufacturing process. It's nice to see on the screens what's going on, and sometimes a bigger screen or a smaller screen is going to be appropriate. And we've got mounts and other accessories that fit all those different types of screens. In the healthcare industry, I think if you walk into a hospital or another healthcare industry, you know that there's going to be products like you're going to see TV monitors everywhere, both in the rooms and on the walls. But you're also going to see, or probably not going to see, are the equipment cabinets that house all the electronics and the IT-based stuff that's got to be controlled and managed in those environments as well. As far as governments go, you got everything from courthouses to police stations to state houses to all different types of applications that fit into both federal, state, and local government, where there are the same types of things. You're going to have a communication situation where you're going to be communicating back and forth. We have the satellite and antenna accessories to be able to do that. We've also got, again, you back to the IT and the communications, where you're going to have the cabinets and the racks and the accessories that go along with that. And again, if you go into a courtroom or any state house, you're going to always have, you're going to walk through security. You're going to have cameras. Those will be mounted on monitors. You're also going to have the mounts and the TVs and everything else in there. So you can announce dockets, what's going to be happening in which room. So there's a lot of different applications in those facilities as well. And then the military, while that's a little bit smaller segment for us, there still are applications where you have the same types of things, where they're going to have communications, they're going to have video feeds and information that you need to know in that arena as well. Education is probably one of our strongest segments. You can't walk into a school, K through 12 or the university level or the graduate level, trade schools, all of them have applications that use all the types of products that we sell. And again, the monitor side of it, is one of the big parts of it, because everything is, we're a visual community and a visual society. So digital signage that's presenting all those messages has been very successful in that. But again, behind the scenes stuff, and sometimes in front of the scenes stuff, where you're seeing, and in trade schools where they're teaching you the IT stuff, they're going to have the cabinets and everything else in every classroom. So those are things that are going to be just part of everything that they do on a day-to-day basis. Property management, and depending upon what you're doing and where you're doing it, property management has a lot of benefits, especially from like the security standpoint, because everybody that's managing properties now, if they're not including security as part of the program that they're providing or the services they're providing as a property manager, then they're certainly not doing the best job they can for their customers. So the security side of it is important. A lot of that fits into the visual side of it, as well as the behind the scenes part with the IT, and then the site-to-site wireless, as well as transmitting signals from building to building. If they need to get information disseminated quickly, they can do that. And then hospitality, good luck walking into a hotel or a hotel lobby that doesn't have all of the visuals as well. Every room's got TVs in it. Pretty much every lobby, every conference room, the breakfast bar, there's always something going on in those. And then you get back to all the security and everything that goes on within a hotel or a hospitality property, and all that it just all kind of fits together. So we've tried to put together a group of products that appeals to a cross-platform spectrum, and we've had good success doing it.
Yeah, thank you for that overview. I mean, really, any customer that has any audio video equipment, you have solutions that can help them. I remember when my daughter first started going to grade school. I remember one of the first, it was either parent teacher conferences or the open house. I remember they no longer had a chalkboard; they had a whiteboard, and they had projectors that they would project onto the whiteboard for whatever they wanted to play for the kids. And I remember I was blown away because I grew up with chalkboards, and I also grew up, and this was a question that just popped into my head. So back in my day, when it was time to watch a video, you loved to hear the sound of that squeaky cart that had the big tube type TV with the strap on it so that it wouldn't fall off the cart because they were pretty tall.
Yep.
Did you guys make those carts at all too back in the day?
We did not, and as many calls as we had for them, we probably should have. But there was a couple of other guys that were really good at doing it, and they're actually still doing it. They use it for other equipment now as well, but they haven't gotten out of the cart business. But it's something that we didn't do. But I still remember those squeaky wheels rolling down the hallway too. We know something good was about to happen when that came on.
Oh yeah, and when they went over the threshold into the room, if you were maybe taking a little nap or something like that, that sound of the thunk going over,
Yeah,
you woke up and you were like, yes, it's time to watch a video and I can resume my nap.
exactly.
So yeah, in education, that is got to be a really big industry for you guys, K through 12 universities, like you said, because they all use smart boards, projectors, no longer overhead with the clear transparencies and all that. They, in some cases, probably have TVs that they would like to have mounted on a wall. So great applications there.
And
Um,
also, and one more thing, also in the education side of it, so they are constantly expanding their computer equipment and their technology. And one of the things that they're using more and more of, we see more and more of these equipment cabinets that are going into these applications, and not just small ones. They're putting big ones in there as well. These 42s that we have that have, they just hold a lot of equipment, and there's a steady flow of those going out there. So they're constantly expanding their technology programs at these schools, and they need equipment to do all that.
and you guys have some solutions for them too.
We do.
So that's a great thing.